Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading. We're going to take from the Tree of Life Oracle and then we'll assign the stones and pendants. Let's take the cards first. So card 1, card 2 and card 3, or pile. So we've got the, this is a mahogany obsidian. We'll take the turquoise pendant with that one. Maybe I'll do that so you can see it. And then we will take for pile number 2 the white howlite with this pendant. It kind of looks a bit moony. I actually don't know if it's anything. A little bit pearl, but I don't think it's real pearl. We will take these are rough crystals. This is the rough amethyst with it's actually rose quartz pendant. Let's have a look at the card so you can choose from the card as well. So the first card is the Empress, creative endeavour, nurturing and fertility. The second pile is the High Priestess, true knowledge, peace and inner light. And the third pile is, if I can pick it up, the Magician, magic, divine mind and intent, and they are all paths, and we've got 12, 13, 14. So I'll give you a moment, please pause and pick your pile, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So you're here because you chose the first card, which was the Empress, creative endeavour, nurturing and fertility. So you could be birthing a new cycle here. Venus could be important to you. Is the planet of love, desires and our hopes and wishes. I do have a little heart there. Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus, just in case that helps anyone. We've got the mahogany obsidian stone, and we had the turquoise pendant there. Just, it's up to you how you chose your pile. Corn might be important for someone. Just randomly add that in. Let's take a Intuitive Whispers and get into the reading, shall we? So this card is Community Calls, and you have some birds taking flight there. So there could be something taking off. It could be communication, or it could just be getting out into your community a little bit more, working with your local pastors or, village hall, do something in your community. As I rest in the sacred womb, I heal. Okay, so maybe that might help you heal in some way, help you work towards, I don't know, whatever it is you want to do in life. Looking after your local environment will obviously help how you live your day-to-day life. Let's go with the pretty average tarot. I have to admit, I can't remember if I shuffled them after the last time I used them, so we'll give them a bit of a shuffle now. Okay, so the new begin. Maybe you have to heal as well. This, before whatever this is that you're moving on to, this calling that you're going to get taking flight, it is something you have to heal before you can start this new journey, this new creative endeavour, whatever it is you've been nurturing. Oh, there's too many cards there. Shuffle them back in. Okay, so let's hit the tarot and find out what the message is, shall we? Yeah, you're being called to action. Okay, the Judgment card here, being called by the angels to wake up from your slumber and get going. Okay, you got the Archangel Michael there, so you could be getting some communication, literal communication coming through. But it's about being called to do something. What is it you're being called to do? What do you feel like you're being called to do? Maybe you've been taking the time to heal and now's the time to get moving. You've got the 6 of Cups, so it's a card of nostalgia. Could be something from your past coming back round, kind of pulling you forward to get moving towards, something you've been working on for a long time maybe. You could be getting an offer of something. We've got the Lovers. You could be getting being given something from the past, maybe a inheritance or something that was taken from you. You've got the Lovers card, okay? So the Lovers card is about decision, but it is also, you know, it could be kind of commandeered by the love readings as twin flame soulmate connection, which it is. So you've also got another angel there guiding you. So this is very heaven sent, very guided information coming through or being pulled up. You've got the Three of Swords. So yeah, here's your healing. Okay, so maybe you've been in your sacred womb healing these 3 heartbreaks, if that was specific for you, if it's 3, but definitely healing this pain, this emotional discomfort, especially with the rain. Maybe you've done a lot of crying over a past love maybe, or it's just you've kind of decided that you're not going to keep crying over someone and it's time to actually heal and move on from a past connection. You've got the Two of Pentacles. So yep, you're finding that balance. Maybe you're literally just coming out of this healing energy where you spent a lot of time crying. I don't dispute that at all. But now you're ready to birth this new cycle. You're heeding the call. Yeah, you've got to find the balance between being held back by the Devil. It's the Lovers in both cards. In the Devil card and in the Lovers card, it's the Lovers that are the 2 figures. Are you being held back by this invisible chain, this chain of your own making, to this sadness, this disappointment, this upset that you've been through? Or do you want to pull out and be guided by the divine rather than the devil energy or the divine energy? Do you want to be under the sun or do you want to be in the darkness? You need to pour your energy where you want it to be. You know, in this card, they're twined. That's not the right word. They're shackled, and in this card, they're free. So you got the decision, okay? Do you want to be in the old or do you want to be in the new? Do you want to be in the heartbreak and the past emotional distress, or do you want to move forward and find balance? There's something about balance here, okay? You've got 2 cards of balance, but it's also about having enough to share with others. Yeah, but it's definitely about finding some balance. And then this new beginning wants to come in. This passionate, purposeful new beginning with the Ace of Wands wants to, it's like knocking on your door, okay? The Empress is the new beginning. You see how she's got the staff and you've got the staff here. The thing with the Ace of Wands, you've got the ultimate wish fulfillment on the bottom with the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The thing about the wand is it is the organic. It is the only organic object of the 4 suits. So it needs to be nurtured, it needs to be fed, it needs to be watered, it needs to be loved, it needs to be tended to. So now's the time to have that extremely beautiful new beginning that you've probably been really wanting. You've just been a little bit stuck in this sadness and this disappointment, however this resonates with you. But it's time to leave the devil behind and go on to your ultimate wish fulfillment, okay? Stand up for yourself and see things a little bit differently. Heed the call, okay? You've been healing, fantastic. You've rested, you've taken your time. You probably still have to heal, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say you're just going to be like, oh, I'm done. You know, one day you're not just going to wake up and be completely fine, but it's time to leave behind any sadness and disappointment and move towards this new calling. Whatever this calling is, you've got a calling. You might, like I say, get an actual communication. You know, with the trumpet there, I hear the like a message sound of some description. You've got the birds. You also have Gemini and Capricorn on the table. It's just there for anyone who feels that might be a message for them. I do want to take, because I do feel like you need to heal, let's take a Healing Spirits Oracle and then we'll hit the healing mantra and close out this reading. Okay, so the Healing Spirit Oracle is Be calm and keep going. Keep going. Yep, you're on the right path. Whoever this is for, you're doing the right thing. Keep going. Keep going. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen. And the healing mantra for today is rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Exactly. You've got a choice. Do you want to stay in this devil energy where you feel sorry for yourself, where you're crying, where you keep going over and over whatever it is you keep going over and over, something, whatever it is you're seeing funny or differently. It's time to stand up for yourself and start healing, start looking after yourself if you haven't already been doing it. If you have, then keep going, you're doing really well. If you're still very early in this journey, keep going. It's going to be a long road, but you're going to get there. You just need to find some balance. But there's this new beginning that wants to come in. I'll leave it there because I'm going to keep these ones quite short. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Welcome pile number 2. So you are here because you chose the card, the High Priestess, True Knowledge, Peace and Inner Light. We have the White Howlite Rough Stone and this pendant, which is something and nothing in that sense. Like it's nothing exciting. Right, let's crack on, shall we? Let's hit the Intuitive Whispers Oracle deck just to see what other messages want to come out with our High Priestess. So she's about signs, synchronicities, spirituality. There could be something being hidden from you. Okay. The old Sagittarius's bow there might mean something to someone. Dog. There's even a camel on there. So let's see, shall we? But it could be moon energy as well. Let go of control. Let's take another one. Let go of control. Okay, the bird there could be some communication, or it could be someone is being set free. It could be some freedom coming as you let yourself out of the cage. Okay, might be a message there for someone. And tap into your sacral power. Okay, so your sacral power, that is your ego, identity, your personal power and your ambition. Okay, so maybe you're very ambitious about something, but actually the only way to really help bring it in is by letting go of the control. Let's crack on with the tarot, shall we, to clarify this message. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords. So someone could have just been, or needs to, you either need to, or you've been resting, recuperating, taking that time for yourself, making sure you're eating and drinking well, even praying, taking time to be with the divine. You've got the Five of Pentacles. So someone might have been feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Maybe you've been trapped in this cage of self-doubt, feeling like you're not good enough. But you might be getting some communication. Like I said, it could be something being hidden from you. And with the birds represent communication and freedom, obviously. But and flight. That was a message of the first reading. So, this new beginning. So I've got flies hanging around. We got the Ten of Pentacles. So you go from the 5, which is the midway point of the suit, where the energy changes, where you end up at the 10 of Pentacles. So it could be a financial change. It could be something you're going to be, letting go of control of a business or something, and someone buys you out. It could be a message out there for someone. Quite specific, obviously, but yeah, looking at your ego, and it might help you obtain what it is that you actually want. This, the big home, the happy family, the security, the longevity. It's something you've been putting a lot of work into. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's it's skilled. You're taking a lot of time to work on perfecting a skill, it's going to pay off in the long run. Or like I say, maybe you have been putting a lot of time and effort into a business and somebody wants to buy you out, or or you need to let someone take control of the day-to-day running of it, or something like that. It seems to be a message that wants to come through. You've got the Queen of Wands, sorry. So she's all about confidence. She doesn't care. She's knowledgeable, confidence in herself, and she's like, yeah, I'm here just doing what I'm doing. So I wonder if someone here has an opportunity to relinquish some control and be a little bit more free in day-to-day life. Relinquish some control. So the devil here is addictions, restrictions, codependencies, things that are holding us back. Sorry, I do try and keep it in focus. Something's kind of tethering you down to something, and you need to let go of that control. I think you might be finding out something, some sort of information, or your intuition. You might start listening to your intuition a little bit more. The Page of Wands, getting out of your comfort zone, thinking about something in a different way, paying attention to one thing specifically might mean something for someone as well. But it's about thinking outside the box a little bit more. So maybe you need to get someone in to help you financially, or to help you with running a business. Maybe while you're over here doing the, I say in air quotes, hard work, you maybe have to relinquish a little bit of control on the financial side of things, or the filing, get yourself a secretary while you're out doing all the hard work, so to speak. You can pay someone to do the day-to-day crappy parts that no one wants to do, the paperwork and the filing and payments or something. Do you know what I mean? There's something about a business here that you need to relinquish a little bit of control on. Maybe it keeps coming up, so that's clearly the message. Letting go of some of the burdens. There's something that's burdening you, that you need to let go of. You got the King of Swords on the bottom. This is what I've done with the other pile, so let's do it with this one as well. The King of Swords on the bottom. So he's about learning, being, again, intuition could be something here for someone, but being knowledgeable. Use your brain, think hard, work smarter, kiss it, keep it simple, stupid. I'm not calling anyone stupid. It's just KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Don't over complicate things. If you need to relinquish, bloody flies, relinquish some controls, get someone in to help you, even if it's a family member, someone you trust. I'm not saying you have to go out there and hire someone you don't know, but it might help you kind of just relax a little bit more and have a little bit more time for yourself, because you're doing all the hard work. Let someone else do the crappy, boring, mundane work. You're being called to start something new. Okay, we'll take those ones. You've got the Queen of Pentacles as well. She's very nurturing. So that's just a message out there for someone. What's the word I'm thinking of? Nurturing her pentacle there. So someone might need to relinquish some control so someone else can nurture your pentacle while you're doing the hard work. So yeah, it's about being called to this new beginning. Okay, it doesn't have to be like this whole leap of faith, taking this massive jump in. It's just about taking that leap of faith with the trust, and trusting that someone else can take you from the 5 to the 10 by relinquishing a little bit of control. I do feel like this is someone who's got too much on their plate, and they just need to listen to their self, seek this knowledge and understanding. Only give away what you want to give away. I'm not saying you have to give loads of control away or anything, but it's so that you can have a rest and be more productive if you don't have to deal with all these extra burdens. Let's take a law of positivism, because I feel this person needs like a bit of a, yeah, you'll be fine kind of message. And then we will take a healing mantra, just because I like ending with healing mantras. Okay, so we've got, I am the master of my mind. Yeah, so use your intuition. Oh, use that intuitiveness here that you've got with the High Priestess. You know, allow things to be shown to you and be in control of your thoughts with the King of Swords there. He's very, very knowledgeable, and he's in control of his thoughts. He doesn't overthink. You know, he's very intelligent. He's more of an intellect than he is anything else. He thinks more than he speaks. So be the master of what it is that you want to give away and what you want to keep. Inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. It could be for someone that there's someone within your organisation already who maybe needs to be taking on a little bit more responsibility to help your burdens. Or like I say, maybe you need to hire someone to do some of the more mundane things, take some of those burdens, those responsibilities off your shoulders. I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching pile number 2. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hi there, pile number 3. So there is a bee, little bee that's coming. I might have to get up and let him out. If you saw my other reading with the bee, this one's not as big. You are here because you chose pile number 3. And that is the card, the Magician. Magic, divine mind and intent. Sorry, I just knocked my nose stud out, so I had to poke it back in. With the rough crystal, which is the amethyst, and the rose quartz pendant. Okay, so let's crack on with our reading, shall we? Let's go with intuitive whispers and see what any other messages are that want to come out. So let's have a look. So the Magician, what have you been manifesting? Trust the call. I've had another reading with this card out today. It might have been pile number 1. I've done so many readings today, I actually can't remember. It might have been pile number 1. Just have a quick look. It might have been, I can't remember. It has only just come out, so probably is pile number 1. So trust the call. So whatever it is you've been manifesting, whatever it is you've been, pouring energies in and out of, and picking up the sword when you need to think about things, and putting down the pentacles when you don't need to think about money, whatever it is. But yeah, what have you been setting your intentions towards? What magic have you been manifesting? Because it's time to heed the call. Release old patterns. Okay, so anything that might be holding you back, things that just no longer serve you, the way of thinking, the way of doing things. There's clearly something here that is calling you forward, and you don't want it to call you back. You've got quite a few birds on the cards as imagery, so your birds of communication as well as freedom. But there could be some communication. Okay, got the 2 of Cups. Okay, union, soulmate, twin flame, union. Someone could be coming in wanting a cup of love from you, or you could be wanting their cup of love. It obviously does work the other way as well. We've got the Justice card, so there's some balance, some truth, but karmic justice. It could be something, if there's a some sort of judgment call that needs to be made. Maybe you're dealing with something legal. Just know that justice will be made. It will be justified, the outcome. But I do think with the cards that are on the table, hang on, that's the one I wanted to come out. This is karmic truth, karmic balance coming in with a union. It doesn't have to be romantic specifically. It could be a friendship or a colleague, but some sort of union is coming in, which brings in balance and truth, and it's very karmic. It's also very healing with the Star. Okay, it could be something you've been wishing for. Again, there's a bird imagery here for someone. It could mean something. The stars guide you. You could have been, you know, making wishes upon stars. You could have had multiple choices, but the star stood out to you. The star of the show stood out to you. But something about trusting the call. This card haunts my nightmares. The Five of Wands. I don't know how many times I get it in a day. So it could be some conflict here, but it could also be just having to stand up for yourself in some ways, and you know, pushing back against what it is you don't want, so you can allow what you do want to come in. The conflict could have been within yourself, you know, with the old patterns. Maybe it's something that you've been learning to release, is to not stand in your own way, you know, not start, you know, when you want something, you've been manifesting something, you know, you can put out, I want this, I want that, and I want this, and then you start kind of daydreaming almost and thinking, and you almost start like self-sabotaging by thinking about the ways that it could go wrong rather than the ways it could go right. So be very careful with how you're manifesting and how you think about the situation. Don't start thinking about the ways that things can go wrong. You could very much have an offer of love coming in with the Knight of Cups there. Okay, so this cup of love is definitely coming in. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. We might take a couple of other cards from different decks to clarify if it is romantic, but we'll see what the last few cards that come out are. But there's this offer of love coming, something you're going to love doing or being with someone you're going to love being with. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So she's very nurturing, very caring. She's nurturing that disc there, that pentacle. She's very fertile energy as well. So it could be someone's just, if this is you, or it probably is you, let's face it. It's something, oh, I just dropped a card. It's something you've been nurturing, something you've been manifesting, something you've been working towards. Okay, you've got the Seven of Swords. So yeah, I would definitely say don't cheat yourself out of this. I don't think you can, because whatever is meant for you will find its way to you. But don't be overthinking this. Don't daydream yourself into a weird situation, you know, with whatever this manifestation is that you want to come in. Release any old patterns where there might be some deceit, okay? So basically the picture is he's going into the opposition's encampment and stealing the swords and taking away what he can carry. So I would definitely say live authentically and manifest authentically. Okay? Don't cheat yourself. Don't get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. Let's take one more card from the shuffle, and then in the other two readings I just took 3 cards from the bottom, so let's see what they are. So Ace of Cups, okay, so you've got this new beginning, emotional new beginning, whether that's you pouring into your own cup and filling your own cup, or whether it's having that cup of love with someone else. Now, you can't give your cup of love away if you don't have a cup, so you can't have the Two of Cups without the Ace of Cups. So fill your own cups, release the old patterns, look after yourself, tend to your own garden before you can really tend to anyone else or give anyone else what it is that they desire. You got the Magician. Do I need to say anything else? You got the Magician over here as well. So the universe is saying, I'm saying what I'm saying. What you've been manifesting is coming in. Get out of your own way. Okay. And then you got the Eight of Wands. Again, it could be communication coming in. Someone could very well be shooting their shot with you and letting you know exactly how they feel about you. Someone you've been manifesting. You might not have been manifesting this person specifically, necessarily. It's really hard to manifest one specific person, but the energy of a romantic love or a friendship that you can really rely on, or a work colleague that you can trust, or someone, however this resonates with you, there could be communication. If it's something you want, like you want someone to work with, and you know, you could be communicating with someone. Otherwise there's going to be some sort of communication coming in, or some energy is moving. This manifestation is coming in. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about having put in the hard work. So you've planted the seeds and you've been tending to them, and it's like nothing harvests overnight. So this manifestation has not come in overnight, but you have been putting in the intention. You've hopefully been doing the work and been releasing old patterns. If not, now's the time to look at the patterns that you work with, that you have on a day-to-day basis, and figure it out which one you want to let go. Because he's not just waiting for these pentacles to mature, he's also thinking, is it worth carrying on? He's obviously decided this pentacle's probably not worth working on anymore, so he's pulled it out. But which other ones is it worth putting energy into, and not putting energy into other ones? So that's where that sort of balance is coming in. So yeah, whoever this is for, let's take a love oracle, because I've got a feeling it probably is a love. But let's have a look. Hold on. If it didn't resonate with you as being a love reading, please don't take this next card. We will take a couple of others to finish off the reading. But if this felt like a romantic love for you reading, let's take a card just to see what that message is. Otherwise, so this is an extra. Only take this as it resonates. Otherwise, we'll go on and finish it off like I did with the other ones. Glitter. All that glitters is not gold. If they seem too good to be true, maybe they are. Okay, so maybe this isn't a love reading, but there could be a message there for someone. Let's go with a healing spirit. So that oracle card is you came to serve. Okay, so maybe you need to get a little bit more in alignment with the divine. As you can see with this magician, well, they've both got their hand up, and one hand up, one down. So it's a little bit like as above, so below. It's about, you have to manifest with the divine. You don't just manifest on your own, and with the angels and your guides and things. So, you came to serve, so take that as it resonates. We'll take one last card, which is the healing mantra, just to close it out, shall we? Acknowledging apprehension. When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I am unsure, it's always a no. So maybe there's some conflict here. I mean, I say to let it go, but maybe you do need to listen to it if there's a little bit of deceit or something that you're finding out as you go. I would certainly just work on yourself, because then you're pulling in what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you want. But whatever it is you've been manifesting, it wants to come in. You just have to release old patterns. Don't get in your own way. And we'll take this card as just being like, just, if something looks too good to be true, it probably is. So don't, live authentically. Don't lie to yourself. But whatever it is that wants to come in, it's about you heeding the call and accepting it when it comes through. I leave it there. Say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment or subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.